and let us all do we can to build a better future. So I'm going to continue on with this statement. Jose, you could disagree with me. Everyone can disagree with me on this or not. But anyone that came into existence of prominence or earned influence into 2016 primary, all the activists, big time people, blue check mark pundits, all those people, they would be broke and nothing without Trump. See, Trump made them who they are. Trump is the biggest job creator in social media and the media landscape. Without him, people would be nothing. Without him, activists and organizers who just like to sit around, fart, make speeches, and do nothing, and not actually try and go on the ground and actually do work like how Jose is doing it, they would be irrelevant. Jose, am I wrong about the fact that that people latched onto Trump being parasitic? Am I wrong in this, or is there another perspective that maybe you want to add in here?
I don't think you're wrong. I do think that the corporate media was united, except for Fox, of course, was united in taking time to, put a cross hair on Trump and really trying to character assassinate him any moment they could. Some of it, warranted, some of it not. I mean, the Russiagate stuff was definitely not. That stuff was debunked the moment it came out, and they ran with it for 4 years. And then it got debunked again because Christopher Steele said he was paid by Hillary Clinton to write the PP dossier that said that Trump liked to get peed on by Russian prostitutes, right? So that stuff clearly wasn't right and it wasn't fair. And so, I will say, yeah, you're right, because it gave a lot of people actually a reason to go out in the streets and say, we need to get rid of Trump. We need to be united against Trump. And this isn't an endorsement of Trump, and I'm saying Trump was a good guy. Compared to the last 4 presidents, he was the least bad of them all.
Controversial statement there, Jose.
because Obama, what did he do to Snowden, right? And what did he do with all the bombings to Libya? I'm not, hey, Trump did a lot of bombings too. And I remember I was holding out hope that after he lost the election, he would at least pardon Snowden and Assange. I remember because I was one of those people like yelling and screaming, like, at least do this, at least pardon Snowden and Assange. And then he didn't. And so that kind of really showed, I think, because he was told something like, if you do that, you'll never see the presidency again. So if you want to run again in 2024, well, then don't do it. Don't pardon them. That's what I think happened. But I think if he had actually at least done that, you would have had a lot of people right now saying, well, you know what, at least he did that. And then he really would destroy the competition this year. So he did give a lot of people jobs in the sense that people had something to complain about. But that was also just, laziness on their part, because rather than doing something that is worth changing or worth doing, they ran with lies. They ran with, slander, and they, I guess they got them out the house. So,
yeah, that is true. But hey, folks, here on CNN, I know the only media network to have their streaming service go belly up, only lasted for 1 month, $250 million down the crapper. Democrats are excited about Trump being the GOP nominee again. So in other words, all this fear of, oh, Trump, we gotta run. He's Hitler 2.0. They don't believe in it. And by the way, folks, hey, Rob Reiner, the kids are still in cages. Before I play this video, Jose, did you know that at the end of the 2020 election, when Biden won, Rob Reiner tweeted out, "Hang on, kids, we're gonna get you out of those cages."
Oh no, aren't they still in the cages?
I think they are, yeah.
God.
Hey, you think all those Hollywood celebrities or Vote Blue, no matter who, pundits or sycophants or AOC is gonna go south to the border and do something? You think they're gonna do that?
Maybe they might cry again like AOC did and then forget about the issue.
If Trump's in the White House, oh, you better believe AOC's going to do that. If she does that, I'll have to probably put a clip on Rockfin, not on YouTube, because it's going to be just a swear storm at her.
Yeah, sure.
But it's just like, hey, AOC, those kids were in cages during your fantastic Biden administration. But let's play this video and see how Democrats are just foaming at the mouth, because guess what? It means money. That means the politicians get to bombard all of you with emails again saying Miguel H., Wendy Carballo, YepX, And everybody else, we need you to donate $5 so we could stop Trump. You're going to get those emails. You're going to get those emails, folks.
I am so excited that Democrats are once again going to be given the gift of Donald Trump being the president of the United States. I know that the White House is elated. This is a dream for any Democrat running to flip a House seat or a Democrat running to keep a competitive Senate seat. I see nothing that would suggest that Republicans have learned their lesson. I see
nothing to suggest the Democrats haven't learned their lesson. And before anyone says, well, Biden beat Trump by the skin of his teeth, popular vote means nothing. The Electoral College supersedes everything. Am I wrong here? Jose, your thoughts? Because he's happy. I mean, I remember hearing people talk about this in 2016 and then panicking and cramming their pants. Was, oh, there's a chance Trump could win again.
Well, the Electoral College? Oh, that's
about everything. About this and everything else. I want to get your thoughts on this, man.
Well, you know, I mean, it's public knowledge out there. One of the first things they did to smear me was pull up my old tweets where I said I voted for Trump twice. And I did. I stand by that because I'm not saying I'm proud of it. I did it because I was afraid of Hillary Clinton the first time. And I was also 18. So it was the first time I could vote. Then I did it again with in 2020 because I was even more afraid of Joe Biden. And like I also put this out publicly where I said I've learned my lesson. Now I'm just going to vote independent. I don't care what I want to.
As you should.
Now I will vote for who I think should be in the office, not who I think can win the office. You know, those are two different mentalities. You know, people are always looking to find somebody who they think can win, and often it's not the person who should be in power. You know. That's why I think a lot of people are going by Trump because they're saying, well, he can actually win, so we should go by him. And that's why the Democrats are desperate to get Biden out. No, we should get somebody who can compete with Trump, right? Well, how about somebody who should actually be running the country? You know, that's a crazy idea, right? And then everybody looks at you and says, no, that'll never happen. We need somebody who can win. And so, you know, I've decided to not fall into the corporate duopoly sheep anymore. I was a registered Democrat too, you know, since 2016, and then I revoked it in 2020, and I became a unaffiliated here in New York. So, you know,
there you go. I say this again, folks: vote independent, vote third party.
See a bunch of people planning to enter this race and to give Donald Trump the minimum of 30 to 40% that he will need to prevail in a crowded field once again, like he did in 2016.
And I would agree. I mean. Watching the CPAC conference, it was like watching some of the outtakes from the cantina scene in Star Wars.
What?
And it would be funny.
You keep those Star Wars characters out of your mouth.
Yeah, what does that even mean? What outtakes? What are you talking about? Cantina was badass, you know?
Yeah, it was. It's like,
yeah.
I'm wanted in 12 systems. That's nice. No. My favorite scene was when the bartender said, hey, get those two droids out. We don't serve their kind here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, get those robots out. We don't serve their kind here. That's right. No, automation and AI are taking our jobs. We don't serve their kind in our bars.
If it weren't so terrifying at times. You know, this is a conference that was being led by a guy who'd been credibly accused of grabbing another man's penis without his consent.
Which he denies.
Members of Congress calling for denouncing the DOJ and FBI. And you had a speaker saying,
you know, it's interesting to say Donald Trump's an assaulter and everything else. What about Biden, huh? We're going to talk about that because I know Biden's got himself a sketchy record. These pundits, they get me sick. They make me sick to my stomach.
We need to eradicate transgenderism from public life. Now, substitute Judaism with that, substitute homosexuality. And everyone, I think, would be up in arms in calling that genocidal language.
I'm not sure anyone, no offense to my friend Wandera, should be excited about any of this. This is bad. It's bad for both parties and it's bad for the country. And I don't think anyone...
And don't forget the corporate media helped promote Trump. Remember, you guys gave him free airtime with his empty podium. You guys did that, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, even Fox News itself. Oh, my God. What a shame.
With a memory of 2016 should be excited that Donald Trump is on the ballot because anything can happen. And I don't think that Joe Biden is in an untouchable position here. So I think we should take what CPAC and the Trump wing of the party are saying and doing real seriously and consider ways to put up candidates that can actually combat this. Asa Hutchinson, no offense to him, he's not one. And we should be sort of lamenting the state of the Republican Party, not looking at it as a political gift to Joe Biden or anyone.
Look,
it's not.
To be sure, nothing is good about the fact that the modern day Republican Party has this person as its standard bearer.
And is this weak?
But if you believe,
right?
as I believe, that whether the nominee is Donald Trump or Ron DeSantis or even Nikki Haley,
Here's the thing here, folks, that the pundits aren't talking about, and that is perception drives reality. So let's talk about the Electoral College for a second, okay? Because this is important. The United States has an antiquated system called the Electoral College. It supersedes the popular vote. So that means in a normal democracy, a popular vote means that you win, that you're a big-time winner. But in America, that means jack. And Ohio is a key electoral state. Florida, key electoral state. Both gone red. And the thing is, if enough Republican voters do turn out and their anger towards the Biden-Harris administration gives them that fuel that Trump can capitalize, also capitalize on left-leaning independents, because yes, independents are a growing voting bloc here, but my fellow independents, please support third parties and independents. Don't support the two-party system. Well, then the Electoral College is going to swing in Trump's favor. They underestimated before in 2016. What I do want to see, I mean, this is an endorsement, but I would like to see the fire and fury of 2016 Trump, not whatever that mediocre Trump was in 2020. I expected more from him. I really did. But real quick, Jose, I want to get your thoughts on this. There's a couple more videos. There's one more minute to play in the video, but again, there's at least one person taking it seriously. Like, hey, we shouldn't be excited about this. Your thoughts on people foaming at the mouth, Democrats, that Trump's going to run again in 2024?
I think they're shooting themselves in the foot because, we've already seen what Trump has been doing, and I don't know if I can trust the guy because he's, on this super anti-China warpath. But he came out with this video saying we're on the verge of World War III, and he could end the war in 24 hours if he wanted to. He went to Ohio. He's saying we need to rebuild new cities and make new opportunities. Right? If you were honest, I would be on the Trump 2024 bandwagon too. Right? And I can understand why that's going to resonate with a lot of voters right now who feel despair, who feel pessimistic, who feel cheated out of voting Biden, who are saying, you know what, we've seen what Biden and the Democrats aren't doing, what they said they would do. People are just getting desperate at this point, and they would actually vote for Trump because, you know what, they want somebody who's going to say something different and say what's on people's minds, And that's how he won the first time. He was just being honest, and it was an ugly, dirty truth. Hey, I'm corrupt, but so are they, and I play by their rules. And he's coming back with the same strategy. Hey, things suck. Vote for me to make it better. You have no reason to trust me or believe me, but I'm the only one telling you what you think right now, and I'm the only one telling you what you feel right now. Therefore, vote for me. Because what are you going to do? Vote Democrat again? At least I'm saying I have a solution.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot that Trump can capitalize on that Democrats don't see. And the thing is, I'm not going to be bullied or browbeaten by saying, oh, Kit, you got to vote Democrat because Trump. Like, what's the difference? I'm going to vote third party. I'm going to vote independent. Why? Because when given a crap sandwich and a crap salad, I am going to walk out of the restaurant and give it a bad review. I'm not going to eat that stuff. I'm going to vote third party. I'm going to vote independent, and I'm going to vote for ballot initiatives. Why? Because my brain and experience has shown me that if you participate with the two-party system, you're going to get cucked. And the thing is, the Democrats, this is wrong of me to say this. This is more opinionative and not really adding to the story, but I rather enjoyed the meltdowns that we saw in the 2016 election when people are crying, oh, it's the end of democracy. We don't have a democracy, my friends. Trump won in 2016. And you know what? He could pull it off in 2024 if he goes no holds bar. He can actually pull it off again. He really could. And there's a lot, Trump, Don't let this opportunity slip you like how you let it happen in 2020. A lot of political ammunition that you use against the Democrats. The Hunter Biden laptop story, how the Biden-Harris administration are still continuing on a lot of your foreign and domestic policies, the train derailments, etc. Hell, the kids are still in cages. There you go. There you go.
Too.
I mean, and not to mention Roe v. Wade died under his watch, Biden's watch. So Trump, there's a lot that you could do. A lot that you could do. Just don't be a cock. There you go. There you go.
That would pose an existential threat to democracy itself, which is what we've seen with the opposition of voting rights and the election denialism and so many other things, then you're happy that Donald Trump will be the easiest person to defeat on that
We heard that before. Huh? We heard that before, folks.
side.
You say that now.
I believe we're hearing what's going to happen. It doesn't matter who the Republicans nominate. That person's going to be called everything that they would call Donald Trump, whether it's DeSantis or anybody else. Democrats always do this. George W. Bush, Mitt Romney, John McCain, Donald Trump.
They were all monsters.
They were all.
Yep.
They were all history's greatest monsters.
That's right.
And the only good Democrat or the only good Republican, I guess, is a dead or defeated one.
Well, let's
because
talk-
that's when the praise starts.
Yeah.
Liz,
But if you really
Liz,
believe what you say, then you would be happy about
Let's
the rise
start,
of
let's
that.
start with
and
people
guys,
who
let's
actually
let- let's-
acknowledge the results of the 2020
Yeah,
election.
let's let Liz in because she's actually been in many war
and
rooms.
I'm sorry, I'm sick and tired of hearing Republicans whine about how we talked about Mitt Romney in 2012. All we did was expose his record in the private sector and talk about how he was too extreme on issues like marriage equality and abortion. That
Yeah, but abortion, women's reproductive rights died under the Biden-Harris administration.
Of course.
So again, notice corporate media is not going to really talk about it too much because Roe v. Wade died. If Roe v. Wade died under Trump, people would be out there in the streets. People would be screaming from the rooftops.
Pink pussy hats, everything. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God, man! I swear, Jose. I know I told you this story too, and I told everyone else this story. But in 2017, when we were getting started, I was covering a protest. I was following along. I decided to move out of the protest group to get a wider shot. And I saw all those activists and organizers, the resistance that were going to stand against Trump, saying impeach Trump. I saw them march from Daley Plaza to Trump Tower.
Wow.
And as I'm following them, their location at Trump Tower, which is again across the river. So they didn't go in front of the building. They were in front of the building, but across the river. They got herded in like little sheep into a little controlled cage area where the police set up for them. Would Malcolm X walk in a controlled cage area?
No, of course not.
Would Dr. Martin Luther King do that? No. So I will try to be professional. If Trump wins the nomination and becomes president of the United States, I will try and be professional at the first Trump protest here in Chicago. I will try. I will not make a promise, but I'm going to try because it's going to take everything in my power not to snap at people as soon as I see them get herded along by their leaders into that little sheep pen area where they could say they're going to impeach Trump. These are the people who don't do jack. And we're also joined by a special assistant producer with Jose Vega.
This is Ozymandias.
Ozymandias. Well, hey, Ozzy, good to see you here, buddy.
Yes.
is not calling him a monster. If he has a problem with that, maybe he should have voted.
Okay,
and
let's
taken different
guys, let's
positions.
focus
He
on the
was called a
future.
monster.
As
He
much
was
as
called a sexist
he was-
monster.
he was-
Guys,
For what
let's
it's
talk
worth, I
about
don't think Mitt Romney is a
let's
monster.
talk. Let's not talk about 2012 because we have a lot to look ahead at.
Yeah. Okay. So that's CNN. That's CNN there, folks. So, Jose, I think it's only fair I give you the final word as special guest co-host.
Look, all I'm saying is be optimistic, be the change and the government that you want to see, and vote third party. I think there's going to be exciting things coming our way. There's going to be more interventions, but what I want to see is other people doing them, you know. As fun as they are doing them for myself, I want to see others do them. And
Step up.
yeah, exactly. And
step
if you
up,
need help
folks.
learning how to do them, contact me. Let me know. I'll help you out.
Exactly. That's a great note to end it on. And hey, Democrats, you're all excited for Trump, but just remember when he beat you guys in 2016, you were crying. And in 2020, you guys were crying too, saying, oh, there's a good chance he can win. It's going to happen again. Here's the thing. Trump is immortal now in American politics for forever. And that's the truth.